See, let's talk about cancer because the numbers keeps rising. And as a matter of fact, by the time you are done watching this video, somebody somewhere might have lost his or her battle against cancer. Now, I must tell you that this is a medical condition that is actually outsmarted everybody. And when you go to the hospital and sometimes someone has actually been diagnosed of cancer, and you ask the doctors, what is the cause of this cancer? They will now mention one big English and say that the cause of this cancer is actually idiopathic, which means that it makes the doctor an idiot and the patient pathetic. Don't worry, I'm just joking. Idiopathic simply means that we don't know the cause of the cancer. So no matter who you are, whether you are rich, poor, you are slim, you are fat, whether you are dark, you are fair, an albino, you are old, you are young, even children who have not started living their lives are not exempted from cancer. And if you're living in a country like Ghana, where a lot of people have to pay out of pocket, in a health system that is on life support and is having K-legs, it is important for you to know of necessity some of the risk factors associated with developing cancers. But before we do that, kindly like, share and subscribe to this channel. So I don't know how old you are, but I dare say that some of the cells that you were born with are not the cells that you currently have. Okay, simply because your body undergoes a reshuffling process. So some of your cells live, they die off, they are replaced, they live, they die off, they are replaced, and so they go through this cycle over and over again. This recycling process goes on almost everywhere in your body, and sometimes some of the cells keep on dividing. They keep dividing and invading other cells simply because they have received a signal, because there's probably a mutation or an aberration in your DNA. And so they keep dividing and dividing. And this is actually the foundation for everything called cancer or tumor. You must understand that not every growth in your body is actually malignant to say, because there are some growths that are actually benign. Okay, they divide very slowly. So growths like uterine fibroids, okay, divide very slowly. There are others that are also very aggressive. They divide very rapidly and very fast and can invade other parts of your body. Those ones are very, very malignant and very dangerous. Here are 9 things that can actually put you at risk of developing cancer. Number 1, genetics. See, when it comes to genetics, it's not something that you can change. You can't do anything about it. There are some particular genes that are actually inherited from our parents. They are actually passed on from our parents to us through genetics. Colon cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer. Okay, so if your mother died from breast cancer, okay, and you're a lady, you are at a higher risk of developing cancer. So it's very important that you know your family history so that you can know whether you are at a higher risk of developing a particular cancer. Number 2, smoking. Actually, smoking tobacco has actually been linked to cancer, throat cancer, lung cancer. See, tobacco actually is involved in anything bad that happens in your body. And this is because tobacco contains harmful carcinogens that can actually damage your DNA, actually alter your DNA. So if you smoke, kindly stop. There's no safe level of smoking tobacco. Please stop and quit smoking tobacco. Number 3, diet. See, the kind of food you eat can actually put you at risk of developing cancer. Okay, taking in food that are actually high in processed foods, trans fats, red meat, sugar, can actually increase your risk of developing cancer, especially or particularly colorectal cancer. So to reduce your risk of developing this type of cancer, kindly take in food that contains a lot of vegetable, lean proteins, whole grains. Okay, basically what we call Mediterranean diet. Number 4, alcohol. Excessive intake of alcohol can actually put you at risk of developing mouth cancer, throat cancer, esophageal cancer. Okay, I've said this, there's no safe levels of drinking alcohol. Please stop alcohol intake if you do, because it can put you at risk of these cancers. Number 5, radiation. You see, your cells can actually be damaged from exposure to high levels of radiation. Okay, and I'm not talking about your phone radiation. Common sources like the sun, ultraviolet radiation, can actually cause skin cancer. Okay, exposure to radiations like X-ray. So if you are living in an area or working in a space where you are actually exposed to these kind of radiations, please protect yourself. Number 6, air pollution. You see, air pollution has actually been linked to various types of cancers. Okay, especially when you are living in a city like Accra, where there's high amounts of motor vehicle exhaust. Okay, areas where trash is always burning, and wild smoke from wildfires. Please, if you live in areas like this, kindly protect yourself by wearing at least a nose mask. Number 7, infections. Okay, infections like hepatitis B, C can actually lead to liver cancers, and even human papilloma virus, which can lead to cervical cancer. You can actually prevent this by actually vaccinating, or if this condition is actually caught early treatment can prevent you from even transmitting it or even developing into a cancer. I'm pretty sure you've learned a lot from this video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.